What's going on, y'all? Hope you're having a great day, morning, or evening. And y'all read the title, man. This Forex trading strategy works every time. Now, as you can see here, this is Euro New Zealand, and we've been catching buys for a very long time. So we're gonna be breaking down how we was able to figure out the bias and how we was able to catch these big moves day after day after day after week. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. I appreciate giving this video a chance. Make sure to hit that bell and sub button because we don't just post weekly content like this, but we also live stream and live trade every day, London session 3 EST on this very same channel. We also have a free signal, free Telegram. As you can see right here, this is how we did last month for May. We went 16-4, giving us an 80% win rate, cost 69,396 pips. You can see this by going to June 3rd. You can also see some student results and testimonial, and over 1,000 receipts of screenshots of student results, testimonials, screenshots of actual positions of trades I took, screenshots of signals I called, all that good stuff. So make sure to hit that first link in the description and check all that stuff out. Now, that's how we did last month. Now, how we did quarter one to start the year off, we went 53-4, giving us a 93% win rate. January, we went 20-0, catching 37,620 pips. February, we went 17-1, catching 24,403 pips. Then March, we went 16-3, catching 49,783 pips, catching a total of 111,806 pips. You can see this by scrolling to April 4th. You click right here. It's going to take you to the beginning of the year. Now, let's go ahead and get straight into this video. So as you can see right here, this is July 1st, and we're in the advanced play signal room, and you can see that we've literally been entering buys since this entire beginning of the month. And you can see TP's getting hit, boom. After TP getting hit, boom. After TP's getting hit, boom. And we've been doing the same thing with other charts and other pairs as well. You can see we've been killing it this month. Again, you see Euro New Zealand buy after Euro New Zealand buy after Euro New Zealand buy. So again, we're about to break down how I was able to figure out the bias and how I was able to catch these big moves day after day after day. And then you see it here, this was July 1st, boom, nice 1-4, July 3rd, the 9th, catching these buys up. You see this was the 14th, the 15th, and this right now is the 16th, right? So now let's break this down from the beginning. So again, the first thing I always tell my members and students to do is you need to identify the trend, and you need to do this on the bigger time frames. The bigger time frames tell you the direction price is heading. The smaller time frames tell you what price is doing at that exact moment. Both are important, but you have to figure out the bias on the bigger time frame, because just because price is going up on a 5-minute chart or going up for the past 10 minutes does not mean that we're in an uptrend, and vice versa. Just because price is going down for the past 10 minutes does not mean we're in a downtrend. So it's very important to identify the trend. Now, if you're not sure how to identify the trend, pause this video and watch this one right here, because it's very important to understand what's happening and taking place on these charts. So when we look at Euro New Zealand right here, we see that we had a nice downtrend and this bearish momentum, and then when price came here, this is where things came to a halt. Price failed to make a new lower low, and then we saw some consolidation take place. Once we saw this consolidation take place, this was the first sign that we could see a possible reversal come into play and to look for possible buy setups. Then we see here that this resistance level started being treated as support. Instead of seeing lower lows, we started to see what? A higher high. So this was the first sign and indicator for us to go for buys. And as you can see, this was July 1st, and like I just showed you, that was the beginning when we first started to hop into these buys. So we literally caught the buys at the beginning of the reversal going into the uptrend. So again, after we understand that we're looking for buys, all we have to do then is wait for price. All we have to do then is mark off our key price levels and wait for price to break and hold our levels and our confirmations to be met. Boom, now I got my levels marked off. So now is the time that we hop onto the smaller time frame and wait for our confirmations. Again, if you're looking for buys, you want to enter off support levels. If you're looking for sells, you want to enter off resistance levels. So from this point, all we had to do was figure out where we're going to be looking for buys at and what support level we're going to be looking to enter off of. Now, granted, where price is at right here, this would have been a perfect place to go for a buy setup, but I was waiting for my buy setup up here. So all I have to do is, again, wait for price to come to my level, wait to see if we can hold that support. Once I see that confirmation price holding that support, that's when we pull the trigger and go for buys. So boom, we saw price hit this level, but it failed to hold, which is why we didn't pull the trigger. So now we see price breaking above this level again. So now we're about to watch to see if it can hold this time. Boom, it held nicely. So I obviously didn't take this setup. So let's say I missed this setup. Again, in this case of scenario, you want to do what I did here, which is not chase the trade and wait for the retracement or wait for price to go to the next level to look for a buy setup at. So again, price retraced, it's respecting this level at support. So then that's when we pulled the trigger. And again, when we go to the actual trade, you can see we entered this at 4:37 a.m. and we go to the 430 candlestick, which is the candlestick right here. So again, we entered right off the retracement, right off the retest. And then from there, again, we just got to let price do his thing, and the rest was history. Price broke this resistance level, started holding at support, and then after that, we can see that price came into the uptrend, did another retracement. We went for another buy here, and again, it's that simple, y'all. Again, you need to go on the bigger time frames to identify the trend. And once you know what trend we're in, you only want to look for buys if we're in the uptrend. You only want to look for sells when we're in a downtrend. Now, why is that? Because again, when you go on the charts, you have to understand that you don't control the markets. This is one thing I tell my members and students all the time. So since we don't control the markets, we need to focus on what we do control, which is what? When we enter a trade, when we exit a trade, and how much we risk per trade. So again, if we have no control over the markets, if we're in an uptrend, what's the best decision to go for? Buys or sells? Buys. Why? Because just like the uptrend says, we're trending upwards, which means we're going up way more than we're going down. So if we go for a buy in an uptrend, we automatically give ourselves a higher likelihood of price going in our favor and going in our direction. You get what I'm saying? Versus if we're in an uptrend, we're trying to go for sells, and we can also see that the moves up were way bigger than the moves down. But also, when you go with the flow of price, as you can see, we're literally catching the entire moves for the day, and we're catching daily candlestick after daily candlestick. Now, again, we didn't just do this with EN, like y'all saw when we were scrolling. We did the same thing with GU, and we was doing the same thing. We did the same thing with gold, and we do this with all these charts, man. Again, anything with a chart, the strategy works on. So y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below any questions, comments, concerns you may have. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. If you're interested in the signal room, interested in my mentorship services, or interested in learning how to identify and mark off these levels, make sure to hit those links in the description. But before you make a decision, let me tell you a little bit about those details. Advanced Play Signal Room, we trade Tokyo session exclusively with the members. We trade London session and then New York. Just like the Sunday chart analysis I drop in the free signal room, I drop one every day during New York session called the New York Price Watch List. This is where I go over the trades we took during Tokyo session, London session, and possible sells going into New York. I don't just say we're looking for buys or looking for sells. I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells, and then I take it a step further and go over key price points to look for entries and exits on. As you can see here, I call this signal. You see I'm walking y'all through what's going on with the trades we're in. I'm giving y'all updates to what I talked about in the New York Price Watch List. And then of course you see me showing y'all screenshots to visually show y'all what's going on behind the scenes, or what I see on my end behind the scenes. All right, we also have exclusive live streams that we go live during New York news events at least twice a week. And just like the London session lives, if you missed the live, they're recorded and posted in here so you can watch them when you get a chance. You have access to over 500 videos of daily chart analysis and weekly live streams. And in fact, you have access to even the ones last year in 2022. Then there's also the pinned messages like the account size key, the student and member group chat, and much more. Now I also have the course, of course. The course doesn't just teach you my trading strategy, it also teaches you how to read the charts, because that's what I teach y'all. You saw I had no indicators, no trend lines. It's simply just market flow and trading and entering and exiting off key price levels. Now all the stuff that I just went over, you get access to all that stuff in the course channel. So that way, not only do you have the step-by-step playbook of how to look and read any chart at all times, but you have ongoing chart analysis, ongoing education for life. Now I also have one-on-one sessions. One-on-one sessions also comes with access to the Advanced Play Signal Room and the student member group chat. That way you can earn while you learn, but then you also get 2 sessions a week that are recorded an hour long But you also get 2 sessions a week that are recorded and are an hour long, and they're sent to you same day. Those are yours to keep for life. So if you're interested in that, hit those links in the description. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram at playmaker_way. Also make sure to follow me on there, and TikTok _playmakerway_. I post daily on both pages. And I'll see y'all next time I'm live or next time I post a video. Peace. We out.